Hello, Dr. Karen here, and welcome to episode 18 of the Healthy Habits, Healthy Life video series. And if you are interested in checking out the whole series, we are doing one new healthy habit video each week. You can go to karencan.com/HHHL, which stands for Healthy Habits, Healthy Life. So that's the pretty link to get to the whole set videos, and each week I'll be adding a new one. Now, today's healthy habit is something that some of my students know that I do, but I wanted to share it publicly with you, and that's around using the geometric shape of a pyramid. So I'm going to share with you a couple of different ways that I use this. Now, why would I even deal with pyramids? Well, pyramids are part of the Platonic solids, if you will, or at least, it can be created from the Platonic solids, and it is a very safe and protective, if you will, shape. So I learned this from my mentor, Marcus Bird, who is connected to highly evolved beings. And he has actually been to classes off world in these huge pyramids. So these pyramids are very, very sacred, as well as have amazing healing and protective qualities. So, one of the things that I do is to actually project a pyramid, usually once a day, sometimes once in the morning, once at night. If I remember to do it twice a night, twice a day, I really like to do that. So, this is something that I do with Topican healing, but I'll teach you exactly how to do that today. So there's a directive in Topican healing where you can go ahead and basically direct the energies of the universe, if you will, to create a pyramid structure around you. It's in the etheric world, so it's not necessarily something that you can see, hear, feel, touch, with your regular senses, but just know that when you project a pyramid around you, there is a certain degree of protection or energetic spiritual protection that you have being inside the pyramid. For example, Marcus says that nothing that is very negative or harmful can actually enter the pyramid. Now, if somebody has, say, a negative entity or evil spirit attached to them or following them around, they actually can't come in the pyramid. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that they will be healed. We have other methods of doing that, but they can't come in the pyramid with you. And one of my students actually, when I taught this class on how to do these projections of the pyramid around you, she noticed entities, and she couldn't see them prior to being in her pyramid. But after projecting the pyramid around her, suddenly she saw these entities. It was a little bit disconcerting for her, but being an energy healer, she just healed them, right? So why would that happen? Well, here's the cool thing. The pyramid, when you're inside the pyramid, those entities cannot enter. And it actually, in some ways, if they're going to hang around you, it forces them to be revealed so you can actually see them. It's not that you have more entities because you're in a pyramid, it's that the ones that were following you around in this or any other lifetime will show up potentially when you're inside the pyramid and you can see them. And it's a great opportunity to heal multiple lives at once, right? So, how do you project a pyramid? So, first of all, the pyramid size around you will be specific for you. And it doesn't mean that once you project the pyramid around you, that necessarily your dog, your husband, your wife, is also under the pyramid. They would have to project their own pyramid. And honestly, I've never gotten a yes in terms of putting a pyramid around my dog. It's like he doesn't need it, you know. But I did get a yes when I did the divine muscle testing to project a pyramid around myself and my husband if he so chose to do that. So the interesting thing about projecting the pyramid, so the pyramid shape is like this. So it's like, square on the bottom and equal on the side. So this is just one of my Ascension 3 pyramids I use for healing, and I'll talk about that in a little bit, but that's the shape you're looking for, okay? So you imagine it in your mind, that shape, and you imagine yourself inside it, or you imagine it on the outside of you, right? And then here's the really cool thing. In this Toppan Healing Directive, you can basically ask for whatever size is for your highest and greatest good. Now, you don't even have to necessarily measure it. Now, I did because I do muscle testing, right? So I measured mine, the ideal pyramid for optimal healing, well being, and protection without excess healing crises or symptoms, things like that, is around 100 feet. So, in other words, the side is around 100 feet long. Now, for most people, that could be smaller, at least the people that I have checked a little smaller. My understanding, my current understanding is the bigger the pyramid, the faster the transformation, but also the higher potential there is for healing symptoms. So I would say just be aware of that. And if you just ask the universe to give you the right size, to ease with ease and grace that you heal with speed, ease, and grace, then it'll be whatever size it is. It could be 5 feet, 8 feet, 30 feet, whatever. Okay. Now this isn't a competition. So you don't go, well, Dr. Karen, I got 300 feet, right? It's not a competition. Okay. It's not like better or worse, nothing like that. I just happen to check, and mine more or less stays around 100 feet. Now, here's the other interesting thing. Another one of our students actually did this every day. And with her muscle testing, she got that her pyramid was changing sizes, what was optimal for her in that day. So if you do know divine muscle testing, you can just check in if you want to how big your pyramid is for that day. That's for your highest and greatest good. But if you don't know muscle testing or you're not Toppan healer, don't worry about it. You just do the directive and you project the pyramid around you. Now, I would suggest you do it once a day or twice a day. So first thing in the morning, last thing at night. There are some people that have my Ascension 3 or whether it be the Ascension 3 jewelry or the Ascension 3 pyramid that can ask the Ascension 3 jewelry to go ahead and do that for you all the time, 24/7. For the most part, it does seem to hold unless there's something else you need to know, and you may need to figure that out through Toppan healing or some other way. But if you just make that intention that it holds all day long or all night long, that often is enough. I haven't met too many people that are required to reproject the pyramid multiple times a day, more than twice a day. The one person that did, there was some other imbalance that we figured out through Toppan healing. We healed that, and then she didn't have to do that 5 times a day anymore. So most of the time, once or twice a day is plenty. And so the Toppan healing directive, you can make it yourself, but I'll just give you an example of what you can do. So to do the Toppan healing, all you need to do is first connect to and align with source and stillness. And how I do that is I rub my hands together really, really fast. And then I close my eyes, and then I feel the energy running in my body. Feel whatever movement is in the body. I call it stillness through observing internal movement. And I'll put a link underneath this video so you'll know how to do that. So after you feel the energy in the body, that's when you do the directive. Say, I now command that a pyramid be projected around me at the perfect optimal size for health, healing, positive manifestation, with ease, speed, and grace in the highest and best way, the size that will help me heal gracefully and easily. Thank you. Now, if you want to get really fancy, you could say all timelines where I exist. A lot of times it's implied because timelines are converged. But if you wish to pay attention to that, you can just imagine yourself in a pyramid in every single lifetime where you're in. The other thing you do if you want to be, again, a little bit fancier, is that an octahedron, which is part of the Platonic solids, is 2 of these base on base. So you got one at the bottom, one at the top. The actual pyramids of Giza are like that. Okay. So if you imagine yourself in the center of that, even better. But if you can only imagine the pyramid, that is completely fine. That is good enough. So that's it. So you just go into stillness, you do your directive, you can see and imagine that pyramid around you. For example, mine's 100 feet. So I imagine around my house, although it's not protecting the house, it's protecting me specifically. So that pyramid is specific to me. Okay, because that is not the correct size for my husband. And I don't want the dog to be in the pyramid because it's not good for him necessarily. And then you can project that for your loved ones if they give her permission, whatever size is best for them. So that is one of the ways I use the pyramid for health healing and positive manifestation. Speaking of which, the second way I use pyramids I want to share with you is what my mentor Marcus Bird taught me, the pyramid meditation. So there's a free version of this on SoundCloud, and I'll put this at the bottom of or near this video where you can click the link and listen to that meditation. Also, the Heart of, as of this recording, the Heart of the Matrix Facebook group. There's sometimes live pyramid meditations and things like that, which may be of interest to you. That's Marcus's Facebook group that I'm a part of. So I'll put that link as well in case you're interested to learn more about pyramids and things like that. And so with the pyramid meditation, I was taught by Marcus that there are 6 octahedrons with a little sphere in the middle, end on end. Okay, they're spinning. And there's 6 of these inside you, if you will. One between your ankles, one between your knees, one in your dantian, which is about 2 finger widths below the belly button, one in the heart area, one in the throat area, and one in the head area. Now, when these pyramids, i.e. octahedrons, are spinning very fast, they're very stable, just like a top. This stability actually helps with that self-healing process. And people, as they're going through the ascension process, if these pyramids are stable, okay, meaning they're spinning fast, they're stable, they actually feel better going through the ascension process. You know, they're less symptomatic. And those of us that are sensitive souls, oh my goodness, right? A lot of our clairsentience and, all these spiritual gifts are expanding so rapidly. Sometimes it can be really disconcerting for our physical bodies because we rapidly rise and our physical body's like, wait, I'm not ready yet. So by having really, really stable, these 6 pyramids, very stable and spinning very fast, you will be less symptomatic through the ascension process. And your resonant energy field of who you really are will also stay more stable. And Marcus and I are going to be doing a radio show together, so he'll explain more of that in some detail. So the pyramid meditation walks you through spinning those pyramids. So this is something that I'm practicing doing once or twice a day, just going and spinning those octahedrons, those pyramids in my body. And here's a really cool thing. If you have a vision of what it is you wish to create in the world, like, for example, world peace, or want to enjoy a holiday in Hawaii, or I don't know, it could be your business, it could be anything. Okay. Like I have this vision of having training camps in all 4 continents that trains adults, teens, and children on how to use their sensitivity as a superpower, right? Like the stuff that's in my book. So these training camps are all over the world. So I can imagine like one of the camps, actually it looks like a castle, one of the schools that I wish to create and how beautiful it is. It looks like fairyland in there, and how fun it is and the people. So I can imagine that. And guess what? You can take that vision and you can put it from the top of your head through all those spinning octahedrons right into the earth, right into the center of Mother Earth. And that amplifies the manifesting part. And so it can help you not only with your well-being and health and physical stability, but also with manifesting. That's a really, really cool thing about this meditation that I learned. So like I said, I'll put that link near this video. So that's the second way I use the pyramids. The third way is with the Ascension 3 pyramids. So these are handmade. They have, I guess, some sort of acrylic and some stones in there. They're really pretty. I really like pretty stuff. And I have sent these, I have them made and then sent them to Energy Tools International to be infused with my Ascension 3 energies. So the Ascension 3 energies include my flagship product, Ascension 1 and 2. Ascension 1 are frequencies to help delete, dissolve, and uncreate negative energies, heal entities, things like that, heal curses, vows, toxins, things like that. Ascension 2 energies are positive morphic fields, positive blueprints, if you will, that you can download and activate in you. So Ascension 3 has both in there. And then there's also the positive frequencies of Hidden Night Gem from North Carolina. You'll have to look that up, but it's pretty cool. Some of the things that Hidden Night Gem is known for, as well as the Schumann resonance and the Flower of Life. So these are all pro-life frequencies and very beneficial to human body and human existence in this lifetime. So these pieces, whether it be a jewelry piece or the pyramids, have these infused. Now the pyramids are pretty strong. So that means the healing is faster, okay, more efficient. That could cause certain sensitive people some detox symptoms. So I highly recommend you not sleep with it next to you very, unless you've tested it, closer and closer to you when you're sitting. I have it right by my desk. In the office, and it's lovely to look at, but also just to remember that it's there. And the really cool thing about these pyramids, because they're super strong, you can ask them and the jewelry to do whatever it is you want done. So you don't have to know how to do it. You don't have to know how to do the Toppan Healing Directive. You can talk to it like it's your friend. You can say, hey, can you go ahead and clear the shopping mall of any negative energy before I get there? Thank you. I mean, you can talk to it like that. So very casual. And right now, the current energies are such that the Ascension 3 jewelry and the pyramids will do an order 24/7 at singularity speed, which means instantaneous on the energetic level. Okay, which is really amazing. And it's fast. And the exceptions are if someone, it's not for their highest and greatest good to have it automatically done for them 24/7. So, for example, you can project the pyramid using Ascension 3 and just say, hey, project that pyramid around me, whatever's the best size for me. Thank you. Right? You can do that. And if you know muscle testing, you can just ask, is Ascension 3 allowed to do that 24/7 all the time without me having to ask again or do the directive again? Some people, it's a yes. Some people with higher responsibility levels, it's actually a no, not because there's anything wrong with us, but because our attention to it is, it's like training. We're training our minds and focus. So for some of us, we aren't allowed to have Ascension 3 help us with it. We need to train for it to be automatic ourselves, to just go, boom, project that pyramid. Thank you. And then see it. It's done. Awesome. So there are reasons for that, especially if someone's a professional healer. Sometimes they won't get the easy route. They'll get the more conscious route that they will have to actually project it themselves. So, there's a couple of different options there. And the neat thing too, I just want to share with you, my friend Ken Rolla mentioned that if your body is inside a pyramid, okay, that, I mean, it's a natural healing structure, and inside that you have actually aluminum. Yeah, get this, aluminum around your body, physical aluminum. The aluminum prevents negative scalar energy from penetrating you, hence the tinfoil hat analogy. Not that that really worked because it's too thin. But anyway, it prevents a negative scalar energy or weapons from entering you, but it also reflects in your body your biofield, amplifying your self healing. So, he said, if you are actually, if you actually had an aluminum pyramid on the inside, at least, you can make the outside whatever you want, crystal, gold, whatever. On the inside, if you had actually aluminum, you can imagine the pyramid you project, you can ask for, go ahead and make that out of aluminum, because there's a frequency there, right? So make it out of aluminum to reflect my body field for the highest good, right? And that may help you feel different as well. So you can experiment with these things. And I think I'd be really interested to know, you can post it in the comments below, what was your response? And it could be, what was your response to projecting the pyramid? What was your response to projecting the pyramid with the aluminum, reflecting back your biofield? What was your, if you muscle test, how big was your pyramid? Let me know how it works with the Ascension 3 if you're using that. And then the pyramid meditation, right? You got a lot of things to post here on the comments. What was that like for you? Sometimes things can manifest very quickly using the pyramids. So that's why I want to share this healthy habit with you because hey, it's inexpensive, and you can do it yourself and it doesn't require anything fancy to do that. These are three options the way you can use these sacred geometries to support your own self-healing and evolution and manifestation. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Healthy Habits, Healthy Life. And I will see you next week. Bye for now.